Hi, and welcome to Cat Dad Gaming. Today I am really excited to be playing Scarlet Hollow. It has been in my wishlist for a very long time, and I have saved playing it just for the channel. So, I hope you enjoy the video. If you do, I'll leave a link in the description so you can find the game for yourself. And if you like the video, consider liking, subscribing, leaving a comment, because it really does help the channel grow. And with that, let's get into it. I probably should put Cat Dad or something as my name, but oh well, we're sticking with Liam. You live in the city of... not telling you that. I live in the city of Cat. He, him, they, them, she, her. Well, my preferred pronouns are he, him. So let's click that. I like the fact that it gives you the option to pick it. So, select 2 traits. Traits unlock additional paths and dialogue options. Powerful build, tough as nail, the pinnacle of fitness. That's not that one. An imposing presence that commands the room. A mean right hook. Definitely not that. Mystical. Strange and unusual. You see the threads of reality in ways others cannot. That sounds cool. Talk to animals. Or you can talk to animals. Animals can talk to you. A gift and a curse. That one. Street smart. Good at lying and hard to lie too. Ooh, like that. Fast talker. You can read people and read the room. No door can hold you. Every tabletop game or D&D game I play, I tend to play a charming roguish liar character. You know, like the Han Solo type. So, I'm tempted. Keen eye. Observant with a knack for picking up small details. Empathetic. Well, with my ADHD, I'm not great at noticing certain things, so let's leave that. Book smart. Well-read and rational. Possess a wealth of esoteric knowledge and know when to use it. A talented researcher. Oh, I like that. You know, I got a degree. Got a good grade on it. And spicy. Hot. Extremely good looking. A natural flirt. People just like you, probably because you're a good person. I mean, I like this part, but I'm not exactly a, 6 foot tall chiseled jaw guy, so, let's pick talk to animals and book smart. Yeah. So yeah, this is another game by Black Tabby Cat. Black Tabby Cat Games. So the artwork is done by Abby Howard. Fantastic artwork again. So, you jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you've only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again, and still exhausted. Let's change my microphone just a little bit. Hello. Hello. About there. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is. Confusing. This bus with the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin. The bad news. The 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops in seedy depots that felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin brought the tickets. Oh, what a beat that just kicked in. That's so good. The funeral of Pearl and Scarlet. Your cousin's mother and your aunt. Seems like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with their side of the family. Fortunately, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. So does my family own this? Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. Oh, that sounds awful. Yeah, that does sound awful. 5 hours of just being spoken at? You're not sure he even stopped when you started to doze off. At first you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago. That was a bit of a douchebag. I was in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff. You know, pushing joggers into the harbour, that sort of thing. What? Oh, I hate pranks like that. prank like that isn't funny. That's just you being a fucking asshole. Me and my buddies are. Wait, what? Dude, what's wrong with you? Yep. Hell yeah, sounds awesome. Nope. Why are you talking to me? Remain silent. Dude, what's wrong with you? Dude, what's wrong with you? Pushing joggers into the harbour. That's awful. What if they drowned? Yeah, I was such a shithead back then. I'm still a bit of a shithead. But hey, ho buddies no effect. So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, yelling how she was gonna call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. Doesn't sound it to me, but okay. She actually hit my friend, and he said it hurt a lot. Good. You have consequence to your actions. So I guess she really was mad, and not just playing. But she kept swinging, and soon enough, she lost her balance and fell into the harbour all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. I dislike you. We had a good laugh and fished her out, and her phone got soaked so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. Well, I guess then it's not so bad. She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious. Alright. So, guess you like your sense of humour? If someone pushed me into a river, I would not be happy. So, each their own, I guess. Though about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me, like, for real. And geez, you ever just get so mad you just want to, like, kill somebody? No. You have serious emotional issues. Threaten. I kind of feel like killing someone right now. I never feel that way, no? Oh yeah, all the time. Seriously, what the hell is wrong with you? Smile and pretend he just didn't say that. Like, I understand getting mad with someone, but not enough to actually want to kill them. So no. I have never wanted to kill anyone. You're young. You'll get it when somebody tries to break your heart someday. It changes a person. Makes them think things they never thought they could. Honestly, I've been through life and no it doesn't. You have problems. Ha! I honestly could have killed that woman. Anyway, she's giving birth to our son right now. So I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. But I don't know if I'm like into that stuff. What, parenthood? So I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I always wanted to go there. Are you telling me you're going to abandon your son or daughter or baby, and you're telling this to a stranger on a bus? I really dislike you. And that's a pretty rare emotion for me to dislike people. I'm usually good or meh, you know. But for me to dislike you? God, what an asshole. Don't abandon your children. Book smarts. Have you thought about seeing a therapist? Yep. Always a good choice. Seriously, what the hell is wrong with you? Ha ha ha, that's interesting. Smart move, get out while you still can. Remain silent. Book smart. Maybe it would help if you talked with someone about these feelings. Someone professional. I'm guessing he's going to shrug it off. I'm not licensed or anything, but it seems like you might have a personality disorder. It might be worth looking into. Nah, I don't need to do that kind of stuff. I think you do. Bus strangers are the best therapists. I feel a lot better after talking to you. Well, I hope you go to your child's birth. Anyways, where'd you say you were headed? I didn't. I didn't. Scarlet Hollow, just a small tiny plug, never heard of it, don't answer. I didn't. No need to be nasty. I was just asking, not like I'm gonna follow you off the bus or anything. Yeah, I just don't like you, I'm afraid. So, if you aren't getting off at my stop, then you must be headed to Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the Holler, as they call it in these parts. I'm sure there's an American accent or something there. Holler. Sorry, Americans. One day I will try an American accent, but not today. Okay. That's the only other stop until this bus turns around. I ride it pretty often. So I'd know, almost nobody ever goes up that way, though come to think of it. I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up in the hollow, you see. And there's always a job listing or two on the boards around here. I never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. What, like work? Or working in a mine. I like my lungs the way they are, thanks. Yeah, that's true. Coal is really bad for you. But my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them in a while now, and I think about it. I should see if they're on the Facebook. The Facebook. I'm such an old person. See how they're doing up there. Hope they didn't die. Ha ha ha. He looks back at his phone for 1 second. Oh, oops. Well, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you. I don't want it, sorry. The stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. Oh. Someone is going to have to explain to me why these are dripping. Why would you have a dripping bag of peanuts? Roasted, sure. Dripping wet? Nope. They're boiled peanuts. I got them at a gas station a few buses back. No thank you. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me. Plus they dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. Tip. Sometimes picking a dialogue option establishes new facts about who you are. Nice! I love boiled peanuts. I don't think I've ever eaten boiled peanuts. Take them. No thanks. Screw you. Screw your peanuts. I'm actually allergic to peanuts. Eat the peanuts. No. You put your hand up to say no. I'm not really hungry. There's still a good 45 minutes left in your journey, pal. Assuming nothing goes wrong. Best to have them on hand. The young man sets the peanuts down on the empty seat next to him. The juices dribble out through the bottom of the bag and into the upholstery, instantly soaking it in peanut brine. You're just the worst. I just can't. That bus ride literally sounds like hell. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. I just can't with this. And just like that, you're alone. The stranger's peanuts soaking into the seat across from you. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow. End of the line. Almost there. Oh, what's it? Let's see. The bus finally comes to a stop. Its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. I've got such a dry mouth today. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk, though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the doors behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you in this place behind. So, schedule. Arrives Monday 10 AM, departs Monday 11:01 AM. There is seriously only one bus that comes here? Damn, you guys live in the middle of nowhere. Hey Liam. I like your outfit. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. Looks like somebody needs a hug. I don't think you should touch people without asking, to be honest. Hey Tabitha, give her your condolences, remain silent. I'm so sorry for your loss, Tabitha. Yep, great, thank you. Let's get back to the estate. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. I'm guessing the estate was the building at the title screen. The one that was hanging off an edge, basically falling into disrepair. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. Ooh, another cool mouse pointer. Ooh, it's a bony hand with a little bit of bone poking out. Well, you've just lost, your mother? Got a bad funny trees in my head. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Tip: dialogue options labeled Explore can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships and unlock additional story paths, so choose carefully. Right. Explore. How are you holding up? Explore. I guess we're both members of the Dead Mums Club now, huh? Oh. Explore. So the funeral. Explore. I can't believe we've never actually met before this. Remain silent. How are you holding up? Fine. Book smart. You don't have to bottle your grief like that. I'm not bottling anything. I'm just more emotionally mature than you. Okay. I guess we're both members of the Dead Mums Club now, So the funeral. I can't believe we've never met before. Yeah, that one. I can't believe we've never met. You have your mum to thank for that. Or had, I guess. That was unnecessary. Is there bad blood between us? I wish I'd known about you. Ha ha ha. Dead Mums Club, remain silent. I wish I'd known about you. I don't know why my mum left or what kind of grudge she had against this side of the family, but I'm sorry. I wish I'd known about you. Whatever. What's done is done. I guess we're both members of the Dead Mums Club. I don't want to pick that, but I can. Right, let's click it. I don't like that dialogue, but okay. Your cousin turns to stare at you, an icy hatred in her eyes. Maybe this would have worked to ease the tension if she was someone else, but she isn't. Yeah. I kind of want to load. You know what? Nah, let's just keep going. Oh, I feel so bad. I genuinely feel so bad about saying that. Sorry. I'm sorry, I couldn't help picking. Explore, so the funeral. So the funeral is on Sunday, right? Yep, like I told you. Geez, that's almost a whole week. Need any help planning? You seem like you're a very... mean. You just seem a very direct person. I actually quite like direct people. I'd rather be with a slightly rude direct person than someone who like lies all the time. I like honest people. So, you know. Need any help planning? You seem like someone who's probably got it planned. Have you worked out all the details yet? Let's pick that up. Have you worked out all the details? Taken care of. Don't need any help. Remain silent. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. I still feel so bad about that one choice. And here it is, the Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to cramped apartments in grey cities. Yeah. What a beautiful building. Clearly shows the disrepair though. Look at it. We've got a conservatory, we've got balconies, lots of windows. And then this side of the house is leaning just ever so slightly to the edge of a cliff. Yeah, nice. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed away. Oh, always with an anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you. A jarring blend of opulence and ruin. As you stare at it, perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago. You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold and into the foyer. Or foyer. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive. Each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges, and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Oh, that's very creepy. Welcome to our family's humble estate. I bet it costs a fortune to upkeep. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. That makes perfect sense, yep. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. Definitely makes sense. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom and the kitchen, and hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. That could be seen as something sinister, like somebody hiding information, but I'm gonna trust you, Tabitha. You seem, you don't seem too bad. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. Perfectly splendid. Yeah, I've just watched all the, Hauntings, on Netflix. Booksmart. The architecture reminds me of the Biltmore estate. Cool, thanks. So you live here, it's beautiful. Lie, it's beautiful. This place is falling apart. I thought you were loaded, can't you afford to fix this dump? That's mean. Remain silent. I would actually really enjoy being in a place like this. Maybe not to stay, but I would love to visit. Let's pick the Booksmart. The architecture here is breathtaking, chateau-esque style reminiscent of the Biltmore estate. Huh. Colour me marginally impressed. I didn't have you pegged as cultured. Believe it or not, this estate actually predates the Biltmore by nearly 3 decades. It used to be the crown jewel of the region, but times changed, and the attentions of the masses are ever so fickle. Shall we begin the tour? Follow me. I'm actually going to save. And I'm back. I had to put a jumper and a hat on because it's got quite cold actually. So, follow me. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. So I feel like Tabitha wasn't lying about the condition of the manor. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. Oh, I love peanut butter. Cat! Cat. Oh, this place is really run down. But I do love peanut butter. I could eat it all day. Not sure what jelly is. Is that jam? Because jelly to me is like jello. So, don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. I used to be a chef, so I understand, you know, your food, but it better be good mac and cheese, not just, you know, crappy one. Oh, and you can also access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Tip, some explore options prevent you from taking others. Choose carefully. Explore. Someone cleans this place? Wow, that's rude. You said someone actually cleans this place. Have you ever actually seen that happen, or does this person just say they did it and leave? Explore, this is so nice. It's nice. Lie, it's perfect. Awesome, I love PB&J. Is there someone in town to buy food? What if I want ice cream? What's next? I like peanut butter and jelly. Awesome, I love PB&J. How do you know it was one of my favorites? That smile can't be real. I think Tabitha's amazing. Okay. I didn't, but good for you. Alright. You said someone actually cleans this place. Have you ever seen that happen? Or do they just say they do and leave? Oh, I keep a close watch on Janie. She cleans. Maybe it's not up to your sleek city standards, but this is an old house in the country. There's a level of dirt and grime you have to learn to live with. I just want to talk to this cat. Look at this cat. Look at these eyes. Oh, he's so cute. Do you actually expect me to eat here? That's rude. Nope. Y'all could try a little harder though. Y'all could try a little harder. That's it. Let it go. Obviously let it go. Alright, sorry. Wonderful. Now that you're done insulting my kitchen, do you have any other questions before we move on to the next part of the tour? Yeah, it was a little bit rude. I'm sorry, Tabitha. I like Tabitha, actually. I don't know what it is. Is there somewhere in town to buy food? I might want to eat something other than PB&J this week. Is there somewhere in town we can get groceries? Well, aren't you fancy? Yeah, there's a general store. There's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online though, so I wouldn't be going with you. General store, how very folksy. But I'm your guest. Oh, I didn't actually budget for groceries this week. Sweet, thanks. Do I have money? Sweet. Cool, good talk. No, I'm not gonna eat your ice cream. That's Tabitha's ice cream. Don't touch someone's ice cream, that is a firm, you know. Alright, what's next on the tour? Bathroom, follow me. I want to talk to the cat. Great, it's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. Talk to animals, approach the cat. Yeah. Don't try to pet Frou-Frou. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. Okay. Ne me parlez pas. Oh, you're a French cat. That's so cute. Bonjour, je m'appelle Liam. J'habite à Cat. Book smart. Ah, vous parlez français? Fusion. Okay. Your French is terrible. Disgusting. How dare you defile my language with a clumsy American tongue? Yeah, I learned French in school when I was 12 and I've never used it, so my French is limited to basically that. In fact, I went to Paris a while ago and tried to ask for the check in French, and the waiter just was so confused. And I said it like 3 times, and the waiter just kept staring at me. So I resorted to English, and the guy was like, "Yep." Yeah. So yeah, I have really bad French. Haha, very funny. Her name sounds French. Stop wasting my time and let's finish the tour. You once again follow Tabitha through a long dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being, you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. Guest bathroom, not much to show, it's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must if you must. I feel sorry for Tabitha, her mum's died. I don't know what she does for a living, but this manor must cost a fortune to upkeep. Like, I've seen stories where people have manor houses inherited, and it literally costs all their money to upkeep, so they open it up for like tours and stuff. Yeah, I guess she's in that position. It is a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and mystery stains paint the floor. Gross. Although my cat would love these toilet rolls. They're one of her favourite toys. I think I might be coming down with a flu again. Well, I'll have to try my best to edit out all these coughs and sneezes and sniffles, so my apologies if they remain. It's a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and mystery stains paint the floor. Oh yes, and Sasha would love these toilet rolls. That's gross though. That's gross. Toilet rolls stacked up, yeah, sure. Leaky toilet, yeah, you know, it's an old house, but, you know, the bin, that's gross. That's something you could easily take care of. Who exactly uses this bathroom? Wait, are you sure this toilet works? This is the worst bathroom I've ever seen. Lie. What a nice bathroom. Never mind, I don't need to go. Lift toilet seat. Are you sure this toilet works? Yeah, why wouldn't it? The water bills get paid, therefore the toilet works. Now do your business so you can move on. But it's so crusty. Ugh. Sigh. Okay, remain silent. You sigh in resignation. Okay, that's the spirit. Yeah, it's not the worst toilet I've ever seen. Just go to a men's toilet in a nightclub and you'll see what I mean. Lift toilet seat. Oh. Bugs. Scram, fellas, the jig is up. Bugs skitter from the bowl as you lift the seat. Okay, being able to talk to animals I thought was like cats and dogs. If you can talk to bugs, that might make life actually a living hell. I didn't think of the ramifications of that choice. You're good, actually, use the facilities. Yeah, use the toilet. It's a toilet. A toilet is a toilet. Sure, it could be cleaner, but your business needs doing, and this is as good as a place as any. You do what you must and rejoin your cousin out in the hall. Yeah, I mean, I've been to plenty of festivals and a cottage where I stay at occasionally where there's literally just an outhouse, so, you know. Yeah, I'm good. Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop on the tour, follow me. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. The room smells old. Dust, mildew, wood rot, it has it all. A week of sleeping in this place might give you permanent lung damage. Eh. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Jenny wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you'd better be grateful. I definitely like Tabitha. The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up. But you can use the dresser, it should be empty. Yeah, I like that, but I reckon she would be lovely for like an hour or so at a time. Maybe more than that might be a bit much. Or I just haven't got past her cold, icy exterior. This room is amazing, explore. Explore what a dump. Explore it seems a little dusty. Explore lie. This room is nice, thank you, explore. Who used to sleep here? I guess I'll get started, remain silent. Who used to sleep here? When? This house is almost 150 years old. Many people have slept here. Yeah, that's fair. And now you'll sleep here, carrying on the fine tradition of bedrooms being slept in. This room actually is amazing. Look at this, 4-poster bed, freaking artwork from like 18th century. Wow. God, what a little menace. I'm gonna have to put her in kitten cuddle jail. The room actually is amazing though, so let's go with that. This is great. Way nicer than what I'm used to. I can't say I'm surprised. Each and every piece of furniture in this room is a genuine antique. Genuine. I don't know where this is, but handed down through the family for generations. This is not an IKEA bedroom or whatever such nonsense you're used to in the city. Yeah, this place actually is amazing. Look at this. I guess I'll start to get settled. And remain silent. You can't think of anything else you'd like to say, but if there's one thing for certain, it's that you're not the sort of person who likes to or even knows how to verbally end conversations. You remain silent and wait for Tabitha to say something. I take it you don't have any other questions? Good. Follow me. I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Okay. Don't expect to see much of me. Is there a library in the estate? Where are you going? What am I supposed to do while you're gone? Are you sure you can't take the day off? Well, that's rude. Did I do something wrong? Why are you being such a jerk to me? No. Are you sure you're okay? Hi, Sasha. Are you sure you're okay? I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back. I would click that one. Let Tabitha leave. You wanna go out? Okay. Is there a library in the estate? I couldn't bring too many books with me, and I'm not sure what else I should do with my time. There is, but as I said earlier, most of this building is off limits. And the library is in the West Wing, which is extra off limits. You better off heading into town. I'm pretty sure there's a library there. Where are you going? Probably to work. Wait, where are you going? To work. Somebody has to pay the bills around here. Yep, makes sense. What kind of work do you do? I run the coal mine. Oh, same as every Scarlet who came before me. Except for you and your mum. It requires a lot of time and concentration. So I'd appreciate it if you didn't keep me for long. Okay. I didn't know we owned a coal mine. Can I watch? Good for you. Sounds boring. That's kind of sad. Ooh, gross. Hashtag girl boss. Remain silent. I don't think she's the kind of hashtag girl boss kind of woman. I didn't know we owned a coal mine. We don't own a coal mine. I own a coal mine. Your side of the family forfeited any claim to it years ago. That's kind of sad. Hashtag girl boss, guys. Damn, I can't believe you're only in your 20s and already running a coal mine. Talk about girl boss. See, don't patronize me. I know you have nothing to your name, Liam. That smile. It's amazing. Any other inane questions before I leave? Yeah, they are pretty much inane. Why are you being such a jerk? Are you sure you're okay? Hey, are you sure you're doing okay? You seem kind of upset. I'm fine. I just need to get back to work. I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back. Here we go. We'll see. There's a lot that needs to be done this week. Yeah. Your cousin leaves through the front door. And now it's just you and this sprawling, decrepit estate. A PB&J sounds great right now. Settle into your room. Go straight to the forbidden wings of the estate. I'm really tempted. Let's get some food though. You haven't had anything to eat all day. The only thing louder than your stomach right now are the creaks and moans of this ancient place. A PB&J sounds exactly like what you need to take on the rest of the day, you head to the kitchen. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of jam, to be honest. So just peanut butter would be fine. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. There. It's a daunting task, given the state of the place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning. To get started, you'll probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, bread, a plate, and a knife. Yeah. Search the fridge, search the pantry, search the cabinets, check out the garden. On second thought, you're not hungry. Let's talk to Frou-Frou. Frou-Frou hisses as you draw near and remains firmly in place. Oh, what a fabulous cat. You might want to talk to me, but I don't want to talk to you. Go away. Do you like living here? Do you know what's in the sealed off part of the estate? Can you tell me about Tabitha? There we go. What can you tell me about my cousin? This is the first time I've met her. Spare me your life story. Tabitha at least knows not to bother me. You're a very sassy cat. Do you like living here? I despise small talk. What's in the sealed off part of the estate? Nosy, aren't you? But of course I'm not surprised. You seem to enjoy poking your head where it doesn't belong. If you won't take the hint, I suppose I'll have to take things into my own hands. Frou-Frou! Frou-Frou lunges at your hand and bites you hard. You back away. See. From one cat to another cat. You don't want the lap cat, do you? No, not the lap cat treatment. No. Oh, you're so cute. And bye. Rejected by 2 cats. What a sad day. Search the fridge. As you approach the fridge, your eyes catch a note taped to the door reading, Janie, stay out, in all caps. Below it, in separate handwriting, are the words, okie dokie. You open the fridge. You feel a deep urge to wash your hands even though you have yet to touch anything other than the handle. Examine old takeout, check out mayonnaise. No. It's gonna be gross. Take jelly. So I guess jelly is just jam. Okay. You reach for one of the unopened jars of grape jelly, carefully checking its expiration date. You breathe a sigh of relief when you realize it's recent. Yeah. This was either purchased specifically for you, or jelly is one of the few things in this kitchen Tabitha actually uses. I would say it was bought specifically for me, but there does seem to be many jars to suggest not. Wait. When you said don't touch my ice cream, I thought you were talking about, like, you know, you have one tub of Ben and Jerry's or something in the freezer. But there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at least 7 tubs of ice cream. Alright. All you need now is a plate, a knife, bread, and some peanut butter. You don't even need a plate, to be honest. Come on. Alright. Search the pantry. Tabitha sure loves her mac and cheese. Oh, it's literally packet macaroni and cheese. Oh, come on. If you want to make proper mac and cheese, make it yourself. You know, boil the pasta, add the cheese. Heck, you should add some breadcrumbs, you know. If you want to get fancy, you can add, like, other things to it, you know, multiple cheeses. Heck, you can even add things like lobster if you want to get really fancy. It just looks sad. Although I've never tried it, so I can't comment too much. Take the bread. You pick up one of the non-moldy loaves of bread. Great. One step closer to a satisfying snack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 loaves of bread. Maybe more. 8, 9, 10. That is way too much bread. Even if you live off bread, that's too much bread. Jif, peanut butter. Not sure if that's a brand. The king of nut butters, and only 3% of each jar is mashed up cockroaches. Oh. The only things you need now are a plate and a knife. Examine mac and cheese. You pick up a box of Tabitha's mac and cheese. You can't say you've ever seen the brand before. Cook it for yourself? Nope. Look at it. Put it back. Empty the box and stuff it with the dead mouse on the shelf. Why would you do that? That's so mean. Put it back. Yeah. Staying away from the mac and cheese was one of your cousin's hard rules, and she's already seems not to like you. Like, if you're staying at someone's house and they give you a couple of rules that are reasonable, like don't touch my ice cream, just don't do it. Don't be a jerk. You put the box back where you found it, reluctant to make things worse than they already are. Close the pantry. You close the pantry door as best as you can and turn back to the rest of the kitchen. Let's search the cabinets. This cabinet must be where Tabitha keeps the dishware, and oddly enough, the utensils. I would keep the utensils in a drawer that is close to where you need them. Grab a plate and a butter knife. There you go. This is the last ingredient you need to make your PBJ. Examine the shot glass. I survived Deb's 50th. Your aunt's name was Pearl Ann, so this wasn't from her 50th. From the few stories you've heard from your mum, Pearl Ann wasn't the type to have kitschy friends who gave out themed shot glasses at their birthday parties. Examine the mug. Altitude 4,350 feet. I was blown away at Blowing Rock, North Carolina. Don't know where that is. It reads, I was blown away at Blowing Rock, North Carolina. So your aunt and cousin actually travelled sometimes, even if it only was for a few hours from the estate. Maybe you can route your return trip through Blowing Rock. It might be nice to see the local sights before heading home. I have no idea what North Carolina's like, but if it has things like that, that sounds nice. Alright, let's close. Let's make the food. Despite the state of this horrendous kitchen, you have successfully combined your 3 ingredients to make a PB sandwich. Congratulations, you can feed yourself. Da-da! A job well done. I like how I got an achievement for that. All of that hassling took you less than a minute to eat. The rest of the day lies in front of you. I would like to check out the garden, even though it told me not to. I am a curious person. Looks lovely, even if it's overgrown. There's a fountain, there's statues, there's a greenhouse, yeah. This garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. It might not be very safe, but who's to stop you from venturing deeper? Explore the garden. You wander further into the garden. It's quiet out there. Did you have a demon face before? Return to the kitchen. You head back inside and close the door behind you. We're done. Yeah. So what do we want to do next? Settle into your room, investigate the forbidden wings of the estate. Might as well head in town, keep exploring the kitchen. Let's explore, and if we die or something, let's reload. With Tabitha gone, there's no one stopping you from going into the forbidden wings of the estate. Okay. You immediately try the nearest door, only to be impeded by locks and chains. Settle into your room, might as well head in town. Let's explore the room. Now that your cousin is gone, the aches and pains of your journey sink into your bones. You stumble back up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. Now that could be seen as creepy, or it is just a security, a safety measure. Who knows? You stand at the entrance to your room. Take a nap, you've earned it. Put your spare clothes in the dresser, check the closet, look out the window. Let's put the clothes away. You drag your suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer. An opossum lurks within. It's quiet but angry. Oh, it's so cute. Afraid. Hi friend, I know hurt. Oh, what's your name, little guy? What are you doing in my drawers? Can you move, please? I want to put my clothes in here. What's in this sealed off part of the estate? Ooh. Can you tell me about the human who lives here? Hi friend, I know hurt. Afraid. What's your name, little guy? I'm Liam, mama. Justin. What are you doing in my drawers? I live here. Warm, dark. What's in the forbidden wings? Yeah. There's a door with a bunch of locks and chains on it, and I want to know what's behind it. Dustin shivers. Bad place, not safe. Dustin, no visit. Aw. Can you tell me about the human who lives here? Which human? Pearl Ann died, only one human lives here. Are we sure? Not that Perlan died. Are we sure that only one person lives here? Tell me about Tabitha. Dustin, no good with names. One of the humans died, only one lives here now. 2 humans live here. Who is the other person? Can you tell me about the humans who lived here? Who live here? 1 human sad, 1 human scary. The sad human? Cries, gives Dustin bad sleeps. The scary human. Always watches, hateful eyes. Is Tabitha the hateful one? Can you move? I want to put my clothes in. No, this Dustin's house. Fashion your clothes into a nest. Oh, it's the best game ever. Here you go. You look cold in here. You gently lay your clothes on top of the creature, arranging them in a little nest. Dustin closes his mouth somewhat, more at ease than before, and looks at you with his shiny black eyes. Human is kind to Dustin. Dustin will remember this. You close the drawer, satisfied with yourself for a job well done. I think you should be nice to animals anyway, but if you can especially talk to animals, at that point you have to treat them like humans, because, you know, they clearly have sentience, intelligence, you know. Yeah, just makes sense. Check the closet. Oh, that is a creepy doll. You can see why your cousin said you should put your clothes in the dresser instead of this closet. There must be decades of family history stacked up in here. Pick up the doll, we'll leave it be. I'm gonna leave the doll where it is. Let's not touch it. Some things are best left untouched, yep. Like creepy possessed ghost dolls? No thank you. You close the closet behind you. Look out the window. You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you open this place, you'd totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape. Yeah, you could probably fix up the garden and then rent it out to tours or, you know, paid like visits. Why does this little statue have demon horns? You'd go out and pull weeds, chop trees, carve topiaries, and do whatever it needed to do to return it to its former glory. Once it was all done, you'd sit by the fountain, which is, of course, we'd have little goldfish in it and drink a floral tea while enjoying the birdsong. That sounds amazing, but that is probably a lot of work. Yeah, you'd definitely do that, just not right now. Yeah, I mean, if Tabitha works daily, I can't see her having the time for any of this. Examine the painting. Which relative is this? This must be a very old relative of yours. Very old, judging by the dates on the inscription. You've never heard of her, but you've barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so it's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Mary Belle Scarlet the next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for conversation. I don't think we need a nap. That's enough. Might as well head to town, yeah. Now that you're settled in, there's not much left for you to do here other than to head out and explore the town. You do just that. Urban explorer. If you'd known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you, clean and bury some of the tension, though maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Yeah, makes sense. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. I'm going to make an effort with Tabitha, I think. It's really pretty out here. Continue down the path, yeah. Finally, you made it back to town. The holler, as that guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Yeah, I have no experience with these kind of ghost towns. Oh, it's a dog. Gretchen, come back. Quit bothering strangers. Why, I do declare, who is this stranger? And why does he smell of peanut butter? Oh, what a cute little dog. Cool t-shirt. Just so you know, I love all animals. I'm not just a cat enthusiast. I used to have dogs too. Oh, what a little cute potato. Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. Pet the dog, a pug, she's so cute. Tell me more about this wonderful creature. I don't do too well with dogs. What a good beat. Oh, let's be weird and talk to the dog first. It's nice to meet you, Gretchen. I'm Liam. My oh my, I can't remember the last time I met a newcomer who was so wonderfully polite. I don't know if we're in the South or if that's even close to a Southern accent, but you know. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Liam. Huh, that's a funny way to introduce yourself. I'm Stella. Yeah, exactly. I just started talking to the dog. It's not often I see a strange face up in the hollow. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Introduce yourself, yep, maybe. No, none of your business remains on it. Yep. Introduce myself, yeah. Hi, I'm Liam. You must be Tabby's cousin, right? Upon mention of your cousin, Gretchen mutters under her breath. One of these days, I'll get that Tabitha to pet me. So wholesome. That's the only person I can think of who would come to town for the funeral. How's she holding up? To be honest, I've been a little worried about her. All alone, up in that big house. All alone? But the opossum said that there were 2 people living there, so something's not right. That is a objection moment. I'm sorry, did you say Tabby? She seems alright. Let's go with that. I'm sorry, did I hear you right? I can't imagine Tabitha ever going by something so bubbly. She did back when I knew her better. It's been a while. I hope she's okay. So are you 2 friends or something? She seems alright. She seems to be taking it okay. I don't know her that well, so I can't tell if things have had an impact on her mood, but I get the sense that she's always a little, rough around the edges. That's Tabby, alright. I'm glad to hear she's doing okay. She and her mum were really close. Oh, and to think she's been up in that old mansion all by herself. But I guess she's got you there to keep her company now. That'll be good for her, even if she doesn't realise it herself. Are you 2 friends? I was probably closer than most people have gotten to being able to call her a friend. The school here is really small, so everyone had to at least get along with everyone else. She was a grade ahead of me, but everyone knew her, especially since she's a Scarlet. I don't know how big your school is, so... Where I am now, they have schools where there's like, I don't know, 20 people for the whole year, or for the whole school, like primary school. To me, that would just be like 1 grade of 1 year, so it's very weird. We wound up bonding a bit when we were both in the school's production of A Midsummer's Night's Dream. I was Puck, and she was Mustard Seed. Oh, that's cool. As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. But then she graduated, and that was that. I haven't seen that girl or her horrible little cat since I was middle-aged. Oh, Gretchen said that. I was like, what? Frou-Frou's just a little icy too. Like owner, like pet, I guess. Oh, before it slips my mind. If you're staying up in that spooky old mansion, you must have met the Frou-Frou. How does that monster fare? Tabitha's cat, unfortunately we've met. I will pet her if this is the last thing I do. Sounds like you and Frou-Frou have a history. I'm gonna pet that cat. I've met Frou-Frou. She might think she's so much better than me, but I will get her to let me pet her. Wait, what? Are you messing with me? You can't actually talk to my dog, right? Lie. Ha ha ha, this is a joke. I can't talk to animals. Alas, you've discovered my dark and terrible secret. Say nothing. Oh, well, that one. Alas, you've discovered my secret. I can talk to animals and animals can talk to me. Your dog sounds like a southern belle when she talks. Yeah, of course you're joking. You and Stella maintain silent, awkward eye contact. Well, next time you see the devil, Please send my regards. And do let her know that not only do I still draw breath, but that I very much still plan to outlive her. Oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for a coffee. And they've got amazing biscuits. My treat. Sure. Stella. The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting din of human life. That sounds nice, actually. Pleasant aroma, yeah. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger, oh my, has entered the establishment. I thought this guy looked like a skeleton for a second because of the cogs. Hey everyone, I'm Liam. What are you looking at? Quietly slide into the nearest booth, silently stare at the patrons. Hey everyone, I'm Liam. Just in time for the funeral? Before anyone can respond, you and Stella casually slide into a booth, pretending the whole town didn't just gawk at you like a sideshow attraction. Looks like your entrance was a little more dramatic than you were expecting, huh? I probably wouldn't have introduced myself like that in real life, no. I would have probably had an awkward wave like, hi, and then gone into the booth. Folks around here don't meet many strangers as is. And with who you're related to, well, let's just say you'll be the talk of town for a while. I would love to go to someone like this, to be honest. Yeah. Hey Stella, I went ahead and fixed you up a coffee. Man, that guy has a cracking shirt. They gracefully place a cup of specially brewed coffee in front of Stella. Oh, shucks. Thanks, Avery. Yeah, they do have a great shirt. And here's some bacon for the little lady. Aw. For me? For me? Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. Anything for you. Isn't bacon bad for dogs? No thanks, I ate pretty recently. Stella said she's buying, so I'll have one of everything please and thank you. No, that's rude. How much is the coffee? Order a coffee, order a biscuit and coffee. I guess we'll just have a coffee. Actually, we'll, Let's get a biscuit. I'll have a biscuit. I heard they were really good. Best in the county. Oh, and I'm, sorry for your loss. Thanks, Avery. They seem nice. Before you have the chance to respond, they're gone. Glad you took my advice with the biscuit. You won't regret it. Oh yeah, I vaguely remembered you saying that, to be honest, so. Anyways, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. There's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids. But I do it every month anyway. That's nice. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral too, so it'll be a special occasion. I'm sorry, did you say reading adventure? Yeah. I don't care about the rest, to be honest. Yeah. Oscar's all about keeping things on theme, so this month it's a bunch of ghost stories. Now that is good. I'm on board with that. I think he's calling it Spooky Bookies. You know, like a ghost would say. Spooky Bookies. That's amazing. Oh god, that is perfect. Yep. Cool. We should check it out this week. But really, that's really just an afternoon. Any idea what you want to do for the rest of the week? God, no. How's the general selection at the library? What's it to you? Rude. No clue. I'm sure I'll be able to occupy myself. I'll probably just do what I can to support Tabitha through this. That sounds nice though. Book smart though. How's the library outside of the reading adventure stuff? It's great. I spend a lot of time there myself. In fact, I was working in the library most of the morning. I ran into you just as I was leaving. Oscar does a great job stocking the place. Once he gets to know you, he'll compile these big lists of books he'd think you'd like, and he's always right. Aw, they sound awesome. I love reading. If anyone wants a recommendation, I just read Piranesi. It's a really good book. Check it out. Yeah, Piranesi. And I'm currently reading Wheel of Time, actually. I'm on book 3, so yeah, good stuff. You might as well label the sections by townsperson. For me, it's a bunch of books on cryptids. Nice. And weird supernatural stuff. He manages to track down some really rare resources. Yeah, I mean, I've also recently read the SCP book, There Is No Anti-Memetics Division. Yeah, that was good. I really like those books, those SCPs. Before Stella can finish, Avery returns, biscuit in tow. What is that? That's not a biscuit. Is there nothing else for me? Gosh, if I'd known that plate of bacon would be my main and only course, I would have waited before digging in. So to be a biscuit in England, a biscuit is like a cookie. So I don't know what this southern biscuit is. Looks like a scone or a scone. Here's your biscuit. Winnie says it's on the house. Send her condolences. She sends her condolences. Thanks, it looks great. You didn't have to do that. What do I look like, a charity case? Chow down. Thanks. Thanks, Avery. It looks great. You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from its surface. Yeah, so is a biscuit like a scone? You take a bite. It melts in your mouth, as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. That sounds a bit like one. Truly, this is a perfect biscuit. Whoa, I've had better. This is the best biscuit I've ever had, but that's not much saying. Let's say whoa. Whoa, this is a really good biscuit. Wow. I'm so glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? No. Oh, Avery, I'm not famous. Look, if you're not going to go around tooting your own horn, you know, I'm going to do it for you. I like Avery. It seemed cool. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. Hey! Wait, what? What kind of videos do you do? Wow, that's rad. Oh, okay. How does that make you money? Good question. You and everyone else? And remain silent. Wait, what? What kind of videos do you do? Cool. What kind of videos do you do? I'm going to guess that cryptids. She hunts cryptids. Okay, that's cool. So, Stella is officially much cooler than I am. You should really check out her channel, Liam. It's amazing. I think the best video to start with would be that river one. Not the lake, but you know, the controversial one. Ooh. Oh yeah. The Catawba River Runner. I didn't expect much out of that footage at the time, but it wound up being my most popular video by far. So the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known from a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba River. And that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in the river. Interesting. Oh, this is so good. This little derpy face, it's amazing. Something haunted ice cream parlor. Lo-fi beats to chill study. Oh, they got the lo-fi girl, but it's a raccoon, not a cat. Wait, they have the cat there. Amazing. Book smart. The size and shape of the creature's body tells you it's likely a predator. And it's definitely not a wolf. You seem to recall that mountain lions used to live up here. Who's to say if there aren't a few left? Some folks said it was a beaver, but if that were the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I've seen. I also had people saying it was a dog or even a capybara. Must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. It was a mountain lion. I could smell its stink from miles away. Thanks, Gretchen. I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes. Talk to animals, it's a mountain lion. Talk to animals, Gretchen thinks it's a mountain lion. You decide to share Gretchen's insight with Stella and Avery. Gretchen seems to think it's a mountain lion. Very funny. You might have gotten me earlier, but I'm onto you. You're not going to trick me into thinking you can talk to my dog. As for your theory... No way. It is absolutely not a mountain lion. There are no mountain lions this far east. I mean, a mountain lion makes more sense than some cryptid, but alright. I'm on board with cryptid hunting. I did a whole video on the Appalachian? Not sure how you say that. Appalachian mountain lion myth, and found jack squat. And there's no reason one would be swimming in the river like this. They're not fans of water. And the body is too long. No way. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. Sure, it's not like any local sanctuaries were missing one, but there's always people keeping exotic animals as pets. Makes sense. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. Exactly. Some exotic pet owner set it free, and now it will forever roam the Catawba River, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commentators for years to come. So, speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you'd want to come along. Heck yeah. It's pretty easy on this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm gonna go after the... Wait, no spoilers. Whoops. Sorry, Avery. It's okay. It's okay. I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends. See y'all around. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after the skunk ape. What is a skunk ape? Doesn't skunk ape live in Florida? Stinky. What's a skunk ape? Yep. Isn't that just worse Bigfoot? Remain silent. Isn't that just worse Bigfoot? But doesn't skunk ape live in Florida? Oh, you know your stuff, don't you? I knew you'd make a great partner. It mostly lives in Florida, but there have been sightings as far north as Virginia. While I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claimed to have seen one on her deck playing tug of war with her dog. I have no idea what a skunk ape is, and I leave no stone unturned. I decided it was worth investigating. So, what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against a darkening sky, that sort of thing? Yeah, that sounds cool actually. Are you going to be there, Gretchen? Oh, naturally. I wouldn't want any misfortune to befall my beloved Stella. I must stay by her side, through thick and thin, however odd her passions may be. Oh, I want to pet Gretchen. Of course. It's actually been a while since I've had anyone but Gretchen out there with me. Say no more, I'm in, yeah. This is going to be a lot of fun. I actually started the channel with a couple of buddies of mine back in middle school, so it'll kind of be like a blast from the past. Nice. Me, Kanika, interesting name, and Reese running around in the woods, flipping over rocks and bothering salamanders. Our videos were terrible, but we had a lot of fun, and that's all that mattered to us. Yeah, my first video was terrible, and hopefully I'm getting better. So I get it. You know, that gets me thinking. I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us, get the old gang back together. Though I guess Kanika has to close out the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. But Reese, I think there's a decent chance we could get him to come out of his hidey hole if he's up for it. Do you mind if I make a quick call? Go for it. Stella pulls out her phone and dials it, waiting while it rings. Reese, dude, what's up? Feels like it's been forever. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. You want me to come by, or is he ill? Okay, if you're really sure, but if you change your mind... Oh, I was just calling to ask if you wanted to come out to the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today. Hey, thinks I'm cool. But really, Stella's the cool one, so... He's Tabitha's cousin. I know, yeah, just here for the week. Anyway, we're going out to look for skunk ape. ... We could take the easy trails if that would help. Dang, man, that sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week, and we can have a more low-key hang. How's that? Yeah, I'll bring him. Talk to you soon. Bye, bud. Reese, there's always been something off about that boy. I never did like the smell of him. Oh, interesting. I'm guessing he's ill then. Looks like it's just you and me, pal. Explore. Did he ask you to bring me to his house? Is he okay? Are you okay? What's his deal? Good. Did he ask me to bring you to his house? Why? He's excited to meet you, of course. I think you'll find most folks in town are. Actually makes a lot of sense. Is he okay? He's not feeling well, that's all. He's had a lot going on in the past. Gosh, 10 years or so? But I feel like it's gotten a lot worse recently. If he smells bad to you, he probably has, some pretty bad illness. I can't remember the last time I saw him leave his house. Oh well, it's not my place to talk about, really. I just got a little excited thinking about having him along again. He's hilarious, you'd love him. We should swing by his place sometime this week. That'd be nice. We'll see. Haven't I met enough people already? Yeah, that'd be nice. I'd love to meet your friends. Awesome, I'll make it happen. He's definitely the trickier one to meet. Kanika is much easier to track down, since she's at the general store basically every day. But friendship can wait. We've got a skunk ape to hunt. So we should probably head out if we want to make it up the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. You pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. Leave a tip, leave a generous tip. You can't afford to leave a tip. Don't leave a tip. You didn't even spend any money. Now, this is such a weird thing for me because tipping is not part of culture here. Like, sure, you might tip if you've had a meal or something, but if there's a lot of people, you have a gratuity charge. So, yeah, I have no idea how much you leave by American standards because, like, what, you leave like 20% or something? Let's leave a tip. You reach into your pockets and pull out a single crumpled dollar bill and a quarter. As long as you don't get sick of peanut butter and jelly, your meals will be free while you're here. Share the wealth while you've got it, you think to yourself. You leave the money on the table and follow Stella out of the diner. Do I only have like $1 on me? It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. As you and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods, he reaches for her flashlight. Oh. That's creepy. Look at these bulges. These growths. What the fuck is that? Oh damn. Hello. Future Liam. Hi. So I filmed episode 1 of Scarlet Hollow in one go, which is fine. Except for it was a bit longer than I expected. I was anticipating about 1 hour, a bit more. But it kind of came closer to about 3 hours maybe 2. So I've decided to split the videos into 2 parts, which it means that I just realized that I had to record an extra intro for the second part and an extra outro for this part. So here I am. Hopefully it's not too jarring. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. I hope you stick around for the journey because I guarantee you it gets a bit wild. It's a really good game. Really, really good. So if you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, leaving a comment, subscribing, any of the good stuff because it really does help the channel grow. And with that, I hope to see you again sometime soon. Take care. Bye.